Hi everybody, Jill here. Welcome to Jill and Beauty Therapy. I am Jill, as I just mentioned. And today we're going to do a get ready with me. I mean, by the true sense of the word, get ready with me. The moment I step out of the shower, I'm going to show you guys what I wash my face with, the razor I use, because I do shave my face every morning, as well as even what I've been using on my teeth and taking care of that whole thing. I'm going to be putting on my makeup and we're going to go back to the bathroom again, where I'm going to show you exactly how I put on and prep my hair and put on this hairpiece for my go-to summer style that I've been doing. That is so easy, and it has been a godsend this summer. So stick with me. I hope you do. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will, and hit that notification bell because it's going to let you know the very second I upload something new to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you find yourself liking this. That I would appreciate as well. Okay? Well, let's go into the bathroom and get started. Before I get in the shower, I always brush my teeth first, and I do have one of those super nice Philips Sonic toothbrushes, but because I have very sensitive teeth, I found out that I cannot use that on the daily for several days in a row. I mean, I used it for several months and was noticing tremendous change in the sensitivity of my teeth, even on the lower setting. So while I do still use that most of the time, I have switched over to a soft toothbrush, and I've been using Lumino. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I am not sponsored by them in any way, but it is a struggle for me because I do have sensitive teeth to use any sort of whitening products. So I struggle with trying to keep my teeth looking nice and bright and white. It's really a struggle. Even my dentist says you really can't use any of that, but I keep trying. So I have used so many different products that claim to be for sensitive teeth when it comes to the whitening. Anyway, I found this product on Amazon and I have been using it now for probably 4 to 5 weeks, maybe even a little bit longer, and I am loving it, and I have noticed a big difference in my teeth. They're not pearly super white, but I have noticed a difference. But mostly I've noticed the reduction in my tooth sensitivity. So it's called Lumino, I believe is how you pronounce it. And when you order it, you get a kind of a kit, if you will. You get the toothpaste, a really nice wood soft toothbrush. I'm gonna be needing to order this in the next coming weeks, and I'll just throw this toothbrush away and get the new one. I don't think you should keep toothbrushes that long anyway. And then you get the mouthwash as well. I will link this down below if you deal with kind of the same issues, or if you're just really interested in using something that doesn't have a lot of unneeded sort of chemicals or anything like that. So you can order these separate. I just reordered this, and I have seen the toothpaste also sold separately. This initial purchase that I made also came with teeth whitening strips, and I have not used those yet, but I am really curious to find out if that's going to be okay for my sensitive teeth. Anyway, enjoying this whole line so far a lot. So then I do that before I get in the shower. While I'm in the shower, I do all the shower stuff, and that's where I wash my face as well. I thought I'd share with you what I have been using lately for my face wash in the morning. Actually, I've been using the Tatcha rice face wash. My son and I both are really enjoying this. It starts off just a little tiny bit grainy, but it goes away as you start moving it around on your skin, so there's not that fear of overdoing it because it disappears on its own. But actually, because I don't like using really anything grainy on my sensitive skin, because I also have broken capillaries. So that's a big no-no, or at least avoid the areas where maybe you do have broken capillaries if you're using something a little bit like that. So what I do is my hands are usually wet, and I put, by the way, you do not need much of this at all, maybe just a tiny little bit bigger than the size of a pea. This has lasted me a long time, and my son has even used this as well. And I have not had to purchase a second one yet, and I will put up here when I first started using this, and I use it every single morning pretty much. My hands are damp, and I just sort of get rid of that graininess. It breaks down. I do that on my fingers first, and then I take it all over, down into my chest, everywhere. A little goes a long way. And then I shave my face before I rinse it off. That is something I do every single morning. I just use your basic shaver. I get this and a bulk of the blades at Costco. And this is what I use every morning to shave my face. The key is if you start breaking out, then you need to change your blade, change it often, or you have bacteria on it. I don't use this for my armpits or anywhere else. I have a separate shaver for that. This is just for my face. And I started kind of breaking out and realized, okay, I need to change the blade. I was not on it. So, you know, they do get dull really, really quickly. The manufacturers, I think, do that on purpose. And for the sake of, you know, the health of your skin, definitely change these out. I also recommend storing it upward. Don't let it kind of sit down here. Store it standing up and somewhere where the rain or the shower isn't going to be constantly hitting it. Let it so it will dry in between use. And even if you want to be even more careful, dry it and then stick it away in a drawer somewhere. Just get it out of the environment and then bring it out when you use it. So yeah, I especially in here, this is where I have my whiskers from hormonal. Shaving fallacies are numerous, and they are fallacies. When you shave your face, it doesn't come back thicker, it doesn't come back more, it doesn't come back darker. None of that. The whiskers that we get are due to our hormone shifts. You can get them even when you're pregnant, things change. And as we get older, that's when it all happens as well. So I like to get rid of all my peach fuzz as well, even up here on the top of my cheeks. I don't do that every morning, but I have full-on whiskers right through here and all through here and even some through here. So every single morning, I definitely do that. And this morning happened to be a morning when I just went in little tiny safe strokes all over my face. But I like doing this when my face has cleanser on it, when it's good and wet, because I just don't like dry shaving. My face does not like that at all. My skin is like, no. So I do in the shower with the cleanser on, and I've been doing that for years. So my skin right now is nice and dry. It's not damp, but our skin really likes when it's a little damp, when we start putting stuff on it. Our skin assimilates that, I think, a lot nicer when we have sort of damp skin. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple of products I like using on nice, dry, clean skin. One of them is an essence, and I'm going to share it with you, but I'm going to do a little explanation. This is the Tatcha essence. This is $105. I have never spent that much on an essence. I don't think it's necessary. I think there are a lot of great essences out there. This is a Korean, Japanese sort of way of taking care of your skin. It's very ritualistic and I actually love it. This happens to be a Japanese line. Tatcha is. I think when you are looking into essences and how to sort of incorporate that in your skincare, you need to look at the line and look at what their proprietary blend is and if it appeals to you. Because an essence is usually always the most expensive part of that line because it should use 100% of that active proprietary blend that line is using and putting in all of their products. That's why this is expensive, because it is 100% that. So it's really about consistency, caring for your skin. Do I like what their blend is? Am I in love with the proprietary blend? Does my skin really like it? And so that's, and so anyway, and I use this almost every day. I also like this. This is Eve Lom. This is not considered an essence. This is called Radiance Mist. I'll spray this all over my skin and use this one as well. The other one that I absolutely adore that I'm currently out of is the Rhonda Allison Cucumber Mist. That is such a hydrating water. It has hyaluronic acid, cucumber, glycerin, just really lovely hydrating ingredients. That is probably my all-time favorite, and it's nowhere near as expensive as this. Today I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to put just about that much in. You probably can't see it. And then I just kind of press it into my skin. I'm going to use just a tiny bit more because I do like to do everything on my neck and my chest as well. While it's still damp today, I'm going to go in with my pumpkin E serum. I know I'm boring. I talk about it all the time because I use it all the time. This is Rhonda Allison, and it is just a beautiful age-supporting blend that my skin loves, and I think just consistent over time use of this has supported my aging journey quite a bit. I don't just use this. I mean, I have others that I will use, but I have to say out of everything, I probably pull this the most. So I just need literally just a quarter of a squirt. And I'm going to go ahead and get this nice and warmed up, and then I'm going to press this right over the top. Now, if I weren't talking to you, the essence that I just put on would still be damp on my skin, and that's a great time to put this and, press this in. There are a couple eye creams. I tend to like to use oil blends all around in general for my skin health, but lately I wanted to try out a cream blend for a change. And I have been loving the Tatcha eye cream. This is the Silk Peony. This has lasted, again, quite a while. This is what I have in there. And I use a little spatula, and I get out about this much. Get that on my fingertips. I just kind of move it all around. My other go-to favorite eye cream, and it has been for years, is the Rhonda Allison 3-in-1 Peptide Cream. I'll use that in the morning. I don't use that one at night, but I'll use it in the morning. Consistency, you guys. Consistency is the key to any success, to any line or products that you use. Consistency is more important than the actives that you're using for the support of your aging skin. Consistency. Finally, I go in, I really like this. This is again Tatcha, and I just, back when I first purchased these, I really was curious about the line. And I am enjoying it, I must say. It is pricey. When I run out of some of the other products, probably won't repurchase. I don't know, but I do really love this. I always put that on before I leave the bathroom and go do my makeup. And this is what I put on at night when I go to bed. I put it on pretty liberally. If it goes and spills over, it's got really nice ingredients, so it's like, fine, get up in there too. My favorite sunscreen for years has been Control Corrective. They have a lot of different choices out there depending on what your needs are. I've always enjoyed the Brightening Cream Enhanced, I think is what it's called. If not, I'll put it up here, because it brightens, it helps to quell pigmentation while it's on my skin, deep within the skin, as well as sort of continually kind of lightening it at the surface level as well. And I do love that. But I wanted to try something different around the same time as I was exploring the Tatcha line. They have a couple sunscreens, and I wanted to try this one here. This is really nice. It does not feel heavy on the skin, and that is something that's really important to me. It plays well with makeup, which is very important to me as well on those days when I do want to wear a full face of makeup. But I definitely don't go skimpy on my sunscreen. I really just like to get it on there, and so I put a good amount on. I never rely on the sunscreen in my foundation because I just not trusting it. I feel like it breaks down faster than actual sunscreen. So I prefer to actually wear sunscreen. So yes, this smells lovely. I believe there is some fragrance in this, but it is a really pleasant experience. It's a really pleasant smell. It's not overpowering at all. And you're not going to notice it eventually anyway. It kind of dissipates, but it feels very dewy. I think that is probably the biggest consistency in that line is it is very hydrating. It makes your skin very buoyant and juicy, the entire Tatcha line. Okay, so the next thing I do is I do blow dry and straighten my hair because I'm going to be wearing my topper today. So I like to do that before I head in to my recording room where I always put my makeup on, whether I record or not. This does not take long for me at all because my hair is so fine and thin, so this doesn't bother me to do this on the days which has been many days, that I prefer to wear the topper because honestly, it just doesn't take long. So I'm not styling my hair, I just need to smooth it, and we want to remember whatever topper we're using, even if you're just pulling it back like I am. You have to match that silkiness if it's a straight topper. You want to make your own hair match that texture. We're gonna do the topper at the very end because that's the very last thing I do when I get ready. And so let's get into my recording room so we can get this makeup done. All right, so I'm gonna be getting on my makeup, gonna be using really a lot of my favorite things in this. So I love this stuff. This is Lumify. I get it actually at Costco. And when I do makeup tutorials, I try to remember to use it because it really whitens the eyes. And that's something that as we get older, we naturally kind of lose. So I think it's not only brightening and it gives us a bit of a twinkle in our eye, it is youthful. I don't use this every single day, but if my eyes are looking particularly tired, even if I'm not recording, I will use this. It does just brighten things up. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a couple of these, just a drop per eye. And yes, I am the biggest wimp when it comes to putting stuff in my eye. It takes me a little bit usually. Okay. So today we're gonna kind of breeze through this. I'm using a lot of my favorite things in this. It's really kind of my daily thing. So it's not so much a makeup tutorial where I'm gonna teach you something. It's really kind of what I'm doing. It's just my daily routine, if you will. And that definitely starts with this. I hope this isn't boring to you, but I love this still. And I use this almost every single day. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour. This is the Pro Glow, because I know they also make a matte. Anyway, this is number 202, and I am still loving it. I am just in the mood for a really pretty summer look. So I hope you agree with me in that. I hope that's what I achieve. So I have been grabbing my Anastasia contour kit. I've had this for quite a long time, and it lasts pretty much forever. So even though this is kind of the darkest shade, this is what I've been using for my contour. A little trick, if you follow sort of this line and create sort of, I don't know, a fence, if you will, for your cheekbone, It really gives a pretty contoured look and gives the illusion you might have a little more of an apple of your cheek than you do. And it's a look that I love to do in the summer. So I do go a little heavier with my contour, both in the color and the application in the summertime. So look at, I'm just kind of laying this right here and cradling underneath my cheekbone there, almost like a soft check mark, and then softening both the upper and lower line. And then while I have some on here, I'm going to contour my nose a bit with the same color. And I'm going to bring it right on in here. And bring it right in here. All right, and then I'm going to go in with this. I love this for this purpose. I've grown to really love this brush. This is a BK Beauty and it is the number 105. It is just, I don't know, it's not too floofy, so I know it's gonna really buff well and blend well. It's like this huge kabuki brush in a way, super soft, and I really use it a lot lately for this purpose, really. Kind of blending things out. All right, that's all I'm going to do with the contour. Now I'm going to go in with a bronzer, and lately I've been grabbing this by Catrice. It's really pretty and it's a nice color. It works well with fair skin and it has a bit of luminosity. So I do not use this to contour with. I need something that's matte and flat to contour. This is for giving my skin a bit of a summery glow. So now I'm going to grab something a little more floofy. So I'm going to just grab this today. This is the BK Beauty 104. And I'm going to load that up. I am going to tap it a bit on my terry cloth towel down there. And I'm going to start way up high in my hairline, and then I'm going to bring it down. I have a tall forehead, so I'm just going to warm up the outskirts and bring it down here on the sides. And then I'm going to load it up again, touch it a bit, and I'm going to take it in here as well. And because I know I'm going to have a ponytail, I'm just going to sort of take this around here as well, just so, you know, I'm not like nice and summery here and then stark white back here. And then a really fun little tip, which is, again, that's the little things I think that make a big difference, is getting a little bit of that bronzer, whatever you're using, on the tip of your brush and brushing it right across the bridge of your nose, about right here. It's just kind of where the sun's going to hit. Just gives a nice sort of flush of summery warmness. Pretty. So I went ahead and grabbed my Self-Made Bay palette here. This is by Catrice as well. And here's a look at the colors in here. I think they're gorgeous. And I have not used this in a while, so that's what we're going to be using today.
Okay, it's time to add some color to the cheeks. I have contoured, but I still need some color. I'm actually going to grab the NARS Orgasm Mini Blush. If there's a mini available in a blush, I'll get it every single time because it lasts forever. I don't know if I've ever hit pan on any blush that I've ever owned, so save the money and get the mini when you can. This is going to go mainly really on the apples of my cheeks. So right in here, and then I'll take it right along here, but I'm not going to bring it too far down. Apples the cheeks and then kind of straight back, slightly up maybe. And then I do like to kind of fluff it around here just to give some sort of, you know, everything is kind of cohesive. Now we're going to do the lips. I am going to contour. I've been doing that this week again because it's my favorite thing to do for my thin lips. Grab this brush here for the contouring. This is a Morphe brush. I will put the number up here somewhere. I'm gonna go back into my Anastasia, but this time for my contouring of my lips, I'm gonna use this middle color here. So I'm not gonna talk you through this in this video, but I do have a couple others, and I'll remember to link at least one down below in the description box where I do talk you through the reasoning. This is not lining my lips. I'm not overlining my lips. This is strictly contouring my lips. It doesn't really take much time at all. And will it last all day after I eat and do all of that? No, it's not. But if I'm doing errands, I'm out and about, you know, and I'm not going to be eating and all of that, then yes, it looks very nice and fresh and, you know, just like any other lip sort of product or whatever. So I've been using this combination for the last 3 days straight. This is the Kim K. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Kim K. After I do my contouring, I just do this right in the center of both the bottom and the top. And then I go in with this one here. I think this is Venus. If it's not, I'll correct it here somewhere. And I absolutely love, I have 2 of these now. This is an Anastasia lip gloss, and they're very sparkly, and I adore them a lot. They're wonderful toppers and so, so pretty. And I just do this right in the center. And that's how I finish things off. Okay, so we have the makeup done. Let's go back in the bathroom. I'm going to show you exactly how I put on my topper, and I'm just going to stick it in a ponytail. It's how I've been kind of flying through these warm days, and I still feel good because I have some helper hair instead of just avoiding it altogether because it's just too warm. Let's go get this done.
Actually, something that I forgot to do, I usually do this for sure. Today, I guess I won't, but I definitely do this, is I will use a little bit of fill-in powder right through here because my normal natural hair grows out through here, and I just do it very lightly because it's a dark brown, and the shaded biscuit color that this top piece is in is, I don't go hard and heavy, I guess is what I'm saying, with my fill-in powder with this particular color. So I'm just gonna comb this out a little here. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this kind of situated. This is the It Stays Body Adhesive. It's water soluble and it has been a godsend to me. And I'm not gonna go into the whys and the hows in this because otherwise this video is going to be 2 hours long, or way too long, and nonetheless. I'm going to unclip the clips. This is a lace front topper. That's why I have the It Stays on. So then I take it back and I put that lace exactly where I want it. I line up the clips. That's kind of my guide as to if it's straight. Now I don't really have any hair here, which is another reason why usually it stays, but I go ahead and get what I can comfortably, and then I'm just gonna kind of do that. And then I'm gonna grab these back ones, let them slide up before I clip them down. Don't want it to be too tight, plus it will pull back the topper and I don't want that to happen. So I get the hair, let it slide back, and then I hold this for about 10 seconds. I don't smash the fibers, I get my fingers underneath, hold it for about 10 seconds. And I press it down to the clips and hold that. Okay. Okay, then even though I'm gonna pull this back, I do like to comb it into my hair, just kind of give it a chance to coexist with each other. This is such a beautiful topper. So I bought this on Amazon. It's a huge thing of those really inexpensive, this was very inexpensive, and you get a gajillion of these little plastic hair ties. And so at the end of the day, I will either snip it out of my hair or I'll carefully take it out and I just toss it and get a new one when I wear it again, like this. So I like to get it out, get it all ready, and I set it on top of the thing. And then I'm just going to put this back in a ponytail. And I decide kind of how much, you know, I want to leave out there. I don't know. I think today I'm just going to do that. Okay, so once I figure that out, then I'm going to smooth it. Use the wide toothpick, which is the only thing I will use on my wigs or hair pieces, is a wide toothpick. This is a heat-friendly fiber, so it can technically be curled or whatever. I've never done that, but you can. But heat-friendly fibers in general are much more delicate, so I would never use anything but my fingers or one of these picks on them. So I still want this to look really smooth and neat, so I'm gonna just take my time. This doesn't take long, so I'm just gonna take my time doing this. Okay, this is a little longer, but it's okay. Okay, so now that I know I have all of this up, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my ponytail. And put that baby in. Smooth. If I have any of these little guys, I just tuck them there, and then I do like to kind of pull this just a little bit right through here. And then I always take a look at it. And that's it. Okay, we're back in here to finish off our video, but as mentioned, I usually do use fill-in powder. I definitely am. I just feel better about it. If you look at the root color of this piece, and then I have kind of mousier gray hair, it's not that noticeable, but it's just something that I like to do for my self-confidence. It just, you know, just something that it makes me feel a little better. So I'm going to go in with my fill-in powder, and this is in dark brown, and I'm going to do it really lightly. Again, this color isn't the most perfect match, but it doesn't need to be. This is just an illusion that we're creating here. And so I don't go in heavy with it at all.
I think I forgot concealer. Did I forget the concealer? Gosh. Okay, well, I was thinking, why is it, what's going on here? Like, I felt like I needed to redo my concealer. I didn't do concealer. Well, I'm going to go in with my absolute go-to favorite concealer. This is what I use all the time without fail. And it is the Lancome Idol concealer, and I love it. So we're going to do that now since I completely forgot about it. I know why I forgot about it. I didn't get the best sleep for reasons I won't go into here, but so my goodness. Okay, well, we remembered now. So I'm going to just, I haven't been setting my concealer now for quite a long time, so this is fine. I don't have powder under there. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's just fine. I usually put a little out here as well. And I like to bring my concealer kind of right here, not on the side of my nose, but kind of right in here. Again, that kind of is brightening. Okay, that looks better. That is so funny. I never forget to do my concealer. All right, now we're done.
It's the coldest hand that run down this land where the ocean lands. It's the tallest sound, the damn smallest crowd.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a true get ready with me from the minute I step out of the shower until I'm completely done, have my hair on and ready to start my day. I appreciate you always deciding to click on that thumbnail and hang out with me for a little bit. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you decide you want to subscribe and hit that like button and the bell. That bell's going to notify you the very second I upload something new to my channel. Thank you, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And if it's in the evening, I hope you sleep well. Bye-bye.
Lost among the crowd with me. Everywhere you go, I'll be. Anywhere you go, I'll see.